Hey everybody, welcome to Obscurities and Miniatures, and I have in front of me a box that I have been waiting for some time now to finally make its way to fruition. I remember when this was first announced and I thought this sounded so fantastic and great, and while it did take longer than I have the patience for, Wargames Atlantic once again has come through to deliver a very nice set of models. And I speak of their new Renaissance line, Gunpowder, Mercenaries, and Kings. We've got some Aztec warriors. So you can see we've got our more traditional basic dudes, and I'm not going to try to butcher my way through any kind of Aztec pronunciation. So we have regular dude, and we have the more elite Jaguar warriors, guys in costumes, and you can see here a nice mix of everything. And I want to say, weren't these like the priest class with the pointy hats? I don't know. Some of them will probably comment and say, well, actually, no, it's okay. I don't know. But you can see we've got a good mix of weapons here. We have 30 models in the box. Good start of building a warband of Aztecas. Really nice looking. Let's get this thing open. All right. I am not going to count how many sprues. Ooh, check this out. Nice full sprue. How many are on here? 6 bodies, so that means we have 5 sprues. I can do math. Okay, so the breakdown looks like we're going to have 2 of the elites. We're going to have 2 guys in the quilted, padded chest plate armor. I don't know what I'm saying. And then we have 2 dudes just running around in a loincloth and nothing else. So, pretty equal mix. And then we have a good layup of items on here as well. So it looks like we have almost enough of the clubs for everybody in the box. It looks like I have 6 here. Yep. Nope, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I can't count today, but that's all right. So you get 5 clubs per sprue, but that's all right. We've got like the big drum thing that I think the poets or the priests carry. And we've got quite a few spears in various positions, at ease, over the head, kind of marching forward. That's good to see. How many quivers do we have? Looks like 2. Or maybe those are like the javelin things that they would use like those slings for. And I don't know what these are. Maybe these are drumsticks? How many shields? We got 2 of the basic shields. 2 of the more fancy feathered shields. Looks like 3 bows. At least 2 slings. An assortment of feathers, I am assuming for headdresses. Okay, I'm looking at the sword club things, and so some of them are sleeved arms, some of them are unsleeved, which makes sense when you think about it. I was like, do we have empty hands for those shields? They're over here. Sadly, we only have 1 fancy back banner per sprue. So you only get 5 of those, so those are going to be your really super ultra elite rare guys. And then we have the heads. Yes, they're upside down. But we have a good amount there. Now, if I had my way, what we would be seeing is... Let me see if I can do that. Get you guys a better look at the head layout there. It's about 12 heads. Oh, there's actually an extra one right there. I see you. So a good amount of pieces. Oh, there's an extra one right here too. Kind of generic, plain, boring guy. So at least 14 heads that I've counted. Maybe there's more hidden and I'm just not catching them. But honestly, a nice spread to get things started. And when I say get things started, because I'm already envisioning a second set of these, but let's be honest, we need this one to sell well first. And well, obviously, I need to start getting this thing built. And obviously, if you know me, I'm going to have to stick some lizard heads on those. Or I'm just going to have to grab some of these arms and put them on the lizard bodies. And that might take a while because I don't know where I put them. And I know I saved some back just for this reason and for World War I Germans, but that's a whole different story. Anyway, let me go get some of these together and let's see how they turn out, and then we'll grab a bunch of other Wargames Atlantic figures and see how they all compare. Sound good? I think so. Alright, we got an assortment of Amazons all put together here, and I'm going to start off with the literally only archer that I think I bothered with. Look at that awful glue job. I just couldn't help myself. Yeah, I know it's super zoomed in. We'll clean him up a little bit at least before I actually try to paint him. That would make more sense. I don't know why I completely lost track of all of my archers. Instead, I seem to have focused on making a lot of slingers. And you can see here again, I've got a nice gluey mess. That's just an unfortunate joy of going wild with those tubes of testers. What can I say? Another slinger in need of a better cleanup job. And as I've mentioned, you know, at least from a distance, that's not going to be as noticeable. Here, you don't want to look at slingers all day. A couple of spearmen. One thing I noticed about these is their bodies are very plain. They're very smooth. They are very shorn. There's not a whole lot of detail on them. I don't know why that is. To me, I mean, those are... Oh, we got like one of the javelineer guys. I only made one so far. I didn't build everything. I am hesitant to. I always like to see what's coming. But I also want a manageable amount of things to paint. A couple of swordsmen. But the real stars are obviously, let's say, the aspect warriors. They're not aspect warriors. The coyote, jaguar, eagle type warriors, whichever they may be. I would love more of the back banners. I think that's my biggest disappointment, is there's not a whole lot of different styles. If there had been like 2 or 3 designs, I mean, I'm getting wish listy here, but you know what? It's my channel and I can do that if I want to. That would have been very nice to see. And just because I could, I thought, what if I wanted to make some kind of weird ogre type thing? See, here's the thing. Look at the chest. There's nothing. There's no detail. There's no real musculature or anything. There's no nipples on them even. It's weird. Now, those arms don't really fit. That's okay, but those are some goblin arms from Wargames Atlantic. I don't know where that shield came from. Looks like a Beastman shield on an Aztec body. Why? Why not? Again, from a distance, I think I just wanted a more upright goblin. Some Aztec arms on a Wargame Atlantic goblin. A messy one that needs some desperate cleaning. They're almost gorilla-like on them. Now let's clear things out of the way for a sec. A while back I tried painting one of these guys up. And you can see here, I mean, they came out decent. A very simple paint job. And of course, I'm sure you guys want to see how they stack up to other things out there. I think in a pinch, these would make great just generic natives. You know, if you're not going to be really genre or historically accurate in what you're doing or what you're playing. And I had all these Wargames Atlantic figures sitting here, and now I don't know where I put them. They are hidden from my view. Well, here's my one and only Lizard Man. If I get around to getting some more bodies, I am absolutely going to stick some of their machete sword things, I can't remember the name off the top of my head at the moment, on some lizard bodies just to see what they're like. It has to happen. With an actual goblin from Wargames Atlantic. skeleton, some Dark Age Irishmen. That'd be an interesting battle, wouldn't it? Afghan. Now, obviously, once I've got more of these painted, they're absolutely going to be hanging out with my Aztec general from Paymaster Games. I love this figure. It's a really cool looking figure, and I think he's going to look great with them. Why you would have Foreign Legion fighting, or Space Foreign Legion, the Grognards fighting Aztecs, I don't know. I think the problem is, since they're basically, you know, shirtless, their arms are completely unclothed, it's going to be a challenge to find some good sci-fi weapons, at least that Wargames Atlantic has released so far. I'm trying to think off the top of my head where I might have a surplus of bare-armed human gun hands. I can't think of any yet. So that's something I'm going to be keeping my eyes out for. Because why not have a bunch of, you know, basic peasant-like grunts wielding, you know, laser guns and stuff like Stargrave. I was thinking Stargrave, but even then, all the arms are clothed. So outside of, like, you know, either the guys with the quilted vests or possibly, you know, some of the dudes in the animal costumes, I think getting some sci-fi Aztecs is going to be a bit more of a challenge. Can you totally take their heads and use them in other places? Absolutely. Could you take the animal-headed warriors and the shields and stick them on some of the sci-fi bodies out there? That's what I'm thinking I'm going to try. That's where I'm headed. I think it'd be fun to have a bunch of feathered Aztec warriors with laser guns. Because why not, right? Maybe throw in a couple lizard heads while we're at it. I gotta say, overall, a nice start of a kit. I feel like it tries to do a lot of different things, but to me, a lot of the models ended up feeling kind of samey. And again, it's also my fault for not building more of certain types. I built a lot of swordsmen and a lot of spearmen. I tend to prefer close combat models as it is, or any kind of game I play, really. So it'll be a lot of fun, I think, painting these up. I'm going to hold out hope that maybe we'll see some more Aztec stuff in the future. But I have to say, I had no intention, at least at the beginning of this video, of picking up any conquistadors. But now I'm like, you know what? I think I need some. I really think I need some now. It's going to happen. So, sooner or later on this channel, expect to see some conquistadors. It's an inevitability at this point. It's going to happen. Hey, I know you. Yeah, that's not going to work, I think. It's going to look strange because the texture of, like, the Animal Warrior's sleeves, I don't think is going to match up with the cannon fodder jumpsuits. I might try. Just because. Who knows? Alright, we'll keep you posted on my bizarre concoctions in the future. And if you haven't checked out Wargames Atlantic's site, we'll have a link down below. They always have interesting deals, flash sales, teasers, forums, all that stuff. So if you haven't had a chance to check it out, I would strongly suggest you do. A lot of good stuff there. So with that said, this has been High Lord Tamberlane with Obscurities and Miniatures, saying thanks for watching, and we will see you back here soon. Bye-bye.